Hello friends, and welcome once again to another thrilling and terrifying story based on a true incident. You know, birth and death are natural parts of life. Most people believe that it's only the body that dies, while the soul lives on forever. Some souls are reborn in new forms, while others linger among us, wandering endlessly, what we commonly call ghosts or spirits. There are people who believe ghosts don't exist, and then there are those who are certain that ghosts, spirits, and other supernatural entities are real. They just stay hidden from our eyes. One of those believers is Mahesh, and today we're sharing his chilling story with you. What exactly happened to Mahesh that made him believe that evil forces still exist in this world? So make sure you listen to the full story. And don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hi friends, I'm Jitu Kumar Nayak, and you're watching Real Hindi Horror Story. Now let's hear this story in Mahesh's own words, to make it even more intense and spine-chilling. Hello everyone, my name is Mahesh and I'm from Jaipur. What I'm about to tell you is the most terrifying and unforgettable experience of my life. It all happened when I went out of town with two of my friends to celebrate my 25th birthday. It was around 9 a.m. that day. My family and I were having a small birthday celebration at home. Lots of guests were there. The house was full of joy and laughter. Suddenly, I got a call from an old friend named Amit, who had been working overseas for several years. He wished me a happy birthday and then gave me a surprise. He was coming back home that very day. I was over the moon. Amit, Kamal, and I had been best friends since school. Amit was the only one among us who had moved overseas, while Kamal and I would still meet from time to time. After so many years, the three of us were finally going to reunite. So we made a plan to party together. At first, we thought we'd just celebrate at my house. But Amit had other ideas. That evening, Amit and Kamal pulled up outside my house in a car. Amit grinned and said, "The party's not happening at your house. We're going somewhere else. Come on, get ready." I asked, "Where are we going?" They both smiled and said, "You'll see on the way." I didn't ask too many questions and joined them. The drive was long, and by now it had already gotten dark. Suddenly, Amit turned the car off the highway and onto a narrow forest road. I was confused. Where the hell are we going? There were no hotels, no towns, just a thick, silent forest. I asked again, "Seriously, where are we headed?" Amit said, "It's just a bit further." "Don't worry, it's a great spot. No one ever comes here." I didn't say anything, but deep down, I had a bad feeling. Still, because of their insistence, I went along. Soon, we saw an old, abandoned mansion standing in the middle of the forest. Amit stopped the car right in front of it and said with a smile, "Here we are." I looked at the mansion, and a chill ran down my spine. It looked creepy, as if no one had stepped foot in it for years. I asked Amit, "Is this the place? Are you serious? Maybe you don't know the truth about this place." He laughed and said, "Come on, man. You really believe all those haunted house rumors? Have you ever been here before?" "No." "Then how do you know it's haunted? Look, ghosts aren't real, and no one else will bother us here. We'll party all night and leave in the morning." I stayed silent, but honestly, I was nervous. Still, I followed them inside. As soon as we stepped in, we saw a warning sign hanging near the door. Entry strictly prohibited. I showed it to them and said, "See, something's not right here." But they didn't care and went in anyway. Inside, the mansion was cold, dark, and abandoned. No lights, just pitch black silence. I kept wondering to myself, why in the world did they choose this place? Eventually, we sat down and started drinking. We got so caught up in talking and laughing, we lost track of time. Then suddenly, Amit stood up with his phone and said, "I'll be back in 2 minutes, just going to the restroom." We nodded. Cool? But after a long while, he didn't come back. I said to Kamal, "Dude, Amit's been gone a while." Kamal walked to the restroom and called out, "Amit? Hey, Amit." No response. He knocked on the door. Nothing. Thinking Amit might have passed out, he pushed the door open and then let out a horrifying scream. I ran to him immediately, and when I got there, Kamal was shaking like a leaf. I asked, "What happened?" He couldn't speak. He just pointed toward the restroom. I hesitantly walked inside, and what I saw froze me to the core. All 4 walls were splattered with fresh blood. The smell was unbearable, rotten and foul. I staggered back in fear and said, "We need to get out of here, now!" Our faces had turned pale. We called out for Amit at the top of our lungs, but he was nowhere to be found. We searched the entire mansion, and then I noticed something. Bloody footprints on the floor, leading up the stairs toward the rooftop. Terrified, but desperate to find him, we followed the trail, slowly, with a flashlight in hand. As soon as we reached the rooftop, what we saw made our blood run cold. Amit was standing there, completely soaked in blood, and he was about to jump off the roof. We shouted, "Amit, stop!" He paused, turned to look at us. His face was not his own. There was a twisted smile and a strange sadness in his eyes. It didn't feel like Amit at all. It felt like something else. Something evil had taken over him. We didn't know what to do. We froze. Moments later, Amit collapsed unconscious on the floor. We picked him up and somehow managed to get him home. Later, when we asked him what happened up there, he had no memory of anything. But one thing was clear: the blood in that restroom. The way Amit reached the rooftop, it was not normal. So friends, what do you think? Did some evil spirit really possess Amit that night? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And for more stories,